humility within all of us. Esteemed guests, respected principal, and my fellow Indians. Today, as the saffron, white and green unfurl against the sky, we don't just salute a flag, we salute a spirit, a sacrifice, a story. A story not just written in ink, but in blood, dreams and fire. It has been 78 years since India broke free from the chains of colonialism. But those 78 years rest upon nearly 2 centuries of oppression and thousands of years of civilizational resilience. Let me take you back, not to a date, but to a feeling. Imagine this. A young Mangal Pandey standing tall against the mighty British in 1857, sparking what would be the first war for independence. Rani Lakshmi Bai, her infant son, tied to her back, sword in her hand, galloping through the flames, not running away from British, but charging into history. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, smiling as they walked into the gallows. At the age most of us are studying for exams, they showed the world that fear can never kill freedom. Mahatma Gandhi walking miles barefoot, not to win elections, but to win hearts. Salt in his hand, fire in his soul. Subhash Chandra Bose rising an army, the Azad Hind Fauj, declaring to the world, give me blood and I will give you freedom. Let's not reduce these names to textbook chapters, because they were living, breathing, fearless Indians who fought so that we could stand here today, safe, educated and free to speak. Our independence is not an accident, it's our inheritance, and it came to us at a cost we can never ever fully repay. In 1947, we were a nation broken by partition, bleeding from riots, hungry, poor and uncertain. But in 2025, we are rising giants. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. We have landed on moon and preparing to reach beyond Mars. Our youth is creating startups and the world is investing in it. Our soldiers defend borders on the most coldest and harshest places on earth. Not for money, not for praise, but because Bharat Mata is their heartbeat. But let's not forget that true freedom is not just GDP, missiles or skyscrapers. True freedom is when a girl in rural India can dream of being a scientist and actually become one. A farmer can feed the nation and still feed his family. A student doesn't fear bullying because of who they are. A woman can walk freely at night, fearless. The environment is protected not just in speeches, but in action. Let's build an India. My friends, we are not just futures of India, we are the builders of it. If our ancestors fought with weapons, we will fight with values. If our ancestors faced colonizers, we face corruption, division and ignorance. If they marched for independence, we will march for truth and justice. Ask yourself, are we using our freedom wisely? Are we protecting what our ancestors died for? Or are we wasting it in complaints, comparisons and carelessness? Because true patriotism isn't just singing national anthem, it's living it. It's how we treat a woman, how we speak to a poor, how we care for our flag, our land and our people. There is something unbreakable about India. We have faced invasions, slavery, economic disasters, but we always rise. We are the land of Buddha and Vivekananda, but also of Neeraj Chopra and Abdul Kalam. We are the rhythm of tabla, but also a roar of a rocket. We are diverse in language, nature and color, but we are united by heart. So today I don't just wish you happy Independence Day. I ask you, what will you do with this freedom? Will you be the generation that complains or creates? Will you stand quiet in the face of wrong or raise your voice? Will you be the generation that scrolls endlessly or serves selflessly? Let's build an India where justice is not delayed, talent is not wasted, no child sleeps hungry, and no dream is too small. India is not just a land we live in. It's something we rise for, fight for, and if needed, die for. Let's rise together for the India our ancestors dreamed of. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.